NFT director at SuperDraft. Most of you probably know me as the judge, who is someone like you, loves TopShot. I'm excited to share with you today the fantasy game that we have built here at SuperDraft over the span of many, many months. And I want to take a few minutes to explain how our game works. So let's get started. Tip-off is July 14th. We have carefully selected 16 of the greatest TopShot sets. We've seeded them, put them in a bracket, and they will battle it out to see what truly is the greatest TopShot set of them all. Now, if you go to this website, play.superdraft.io/summer-madness, you can see this bracket and a lot of great information that will be very helpful to you. You can see all of the rosters for each team. And again, when you're looking at the rosters, the bolded players means they are starters. The non-bolded means they're coming off the bench. Starters get approximately 20 minutes per game. Off the bench, 10 minutes a game. Makes sense, right? Starters get more minutes than the bench guys. We have the prizing breakdown. I mean, over $5,000 in prizes the first day alone, starting with LeBron MGLE to first place, rare packs, playoff packs, top 100 win a prize. Just really cool stuff. We're very transparent about our, again, all of these matchups will take place via NBA 2K simulation. We have all of our 2K simulation settings here. We have some FAQs that can hopefully guide you if you have questions. And again, all of that is at this superdraft.io/summer-madness site. Now, once you look at this, you're going to want to play. So you go to the SuperDraft lobby here, superdraft.io, and in the lobby, you'll see TopShot. You click on that TopShot tab, and you'll see the Summer Madness Tournament pop up. You see the Summer Madness Tournament, you click on it. And I should mention, right now I think we're at about 1,750 entries. The first 2,000 are in a raffle to win a legendary moment. So you may want to enter very, very soon. Once you click on the Summer Madness Tournament, you see a little summary here, some of the prizes. The games are also here, but really what you want to do is go to the bottom right, click Enter New Lineup. When you hit that tab, a lot of information pops up. Here you see the schedule of all the 8 games that are going to take place on day 1. Now this is a 4-day tournament, 8 games day 1, 4 day 2, the semifinals on day 3, 2 games, and then the last day on day 4, the championship game, and the 3rd and 4th place matchup. 2 more games on the final day. You see all the games on the top here, and then you see all the players. And these are TopShot moments that you own. That's right, we partnered with our friend Bonfire from Live Token, and with using your Live Token email address, he pulls up your metadata, and we see all of your TopShot moments here. Pretty cool. Now, how does this work? So, see this? Let's go. Let's go. I don't want to. Let's go with my favorite player, Giannis. Here we go. So, this Giannis moment. This is PLA. That means a playoff moment, facing off against game recognized game in the first round. And here, when you see the set bonus +3, that means that I actually own this Giannis playoff moment. So I get an automatic bonus of +3 points. That's right, we're giving you utility to the sets, because you guys deserve it. Here you see, now I own a lot of moments, so I have a lot of set bonuses. So I have, again, this Anthony Davis. This means I own a Hustle and Show Series 3, and I get a bonus of 3 points. And again, that bonus basically means you start the game with a little 3-point edge, and you have to roster 3 guards, 4 forwards, and 7 centers. In theory, if you roster 7 players and each gets that coveted 3-point bonus, you can get a 21-point head start on everybody else. So you can see I own this Giannis Hustle and Show S2, this Garnett Archive moment. Now you may be wondering, what about this Dirk here? This is Dirk Nowitzki, run it back. You can see I can roster this Dirk, right? But I don't have the bonus. That means that I do own a Dirk Nowitzki, right? Which I probably own the archive one and not the rare, expensive run it back. So if you own a moment of a player, but not the one that's actually from the set, you can roster him, you just won't get that bonus. So same thing for this Durant, right? I own a lot of Kevin Durant's, but I don't own one of the most coveted moments on the entire site. The very low mint, scarce Kevin Durant run it back, Series 1. Man, I would love to own it, but I don't. So again, I can roster Durant, I just won't get the bonus. Same thing with this Jason Tatum. I own a lot of Jason Tatums, but I don't own the Jason Tatum All-Star Game. So I can play him, I just will not get the bonus. Now, other things to pay attention to on this screen right here. Fantasy points per game. You can see the Zion Rising Star S2. I own it. I get a set bonus. He's projected to get 20 points per game. But just to make things a little more interesting, at SuperDraft, we don't have a salary cap. Who needs a salary cap like some other DFS sites, fantasy sites? We have a multiplier. So you can roster whoever you want, but each player has a multiplier. And how this works is, however many fantasy points a player scores, let's say Zion scores 10 fantasy points. Well, you multiply that times his multiplier. So it would be 10 times 1.3. And the way it typically works, the greater the player, Giannis, best player in the world, pretty low multiplier, right? 1.1. Typically, the worse the player is, the higher the multiplier. So you can see, sorry, Jonathan Kuminga, a 4 multiplier. Now, if Kuminga, he's only supposed to average around 4 or 5 fantasy points per game, but you'd multiply whatever he scores by 4. So in theory, he would be projected to have 21 fantasy points. So if Kuminga, for some reason, comes off the bench, hits a couple threes, a couple steals, you multiply that times 4, he could be in the winning lineup. This is kind of the cool little wrinkle that you have to take into account when you're building your lineups. And also, it adds utility, which we love that word, to Kuminga, to Andrew Wiggins, to DeAndre Hunter. Normally, you wouldn't want to roster these guys, but with its high multiplier, maybe you want to try. And that's going to be a decision you're going to have to make. So what you do here, you go through the players, you select, again, 3 guards, 4 forwards, a center. You hit enter, and you will be entered to play in the tournament. Your lineup will be good to go. And then it's about, how will you do? How will you stack up against the rest of your fellow TopShot collectors? So that's it for this video. Good luck to everyone. I'm excited to get started, and I'll talk to you soon.